Came back downstairs. My cousins were all up still. They're telling like drunken old stories and that. My sister was there with her boyfriend. It's his house, and we were talking. By the time I went upstairs, it was like 4:30. I was like, oh shit, the UFC's on. So I found the UFC on. It was 4:30. I was like, right, but just finished the girl fight. So Aldo was next. Started late. Then Costa was next. I was like, right, cool. So I watched that. And I'm watching Usman. I was like, round one, cool. Leon Edwards won. I was like, I'm up. 2. Dozing off a bit, yeah. 3, I gotta make it. I was struggling. Bro, when you think I fell asleep, bro, I fell asleep beginning of round 5. Woke up, I saw Leon Edwards trimmer. I saw him in the belt. I was like, fuming, just dashed my phone, went to sleep. I watched it in the morning. Watching it, because like round 3, I was like, how'd he get back in this? How'd he get back in it? Bro. He was 2-1 down. I was like, cool. Round 3, 3-1 down. I was like, bro, so he must have choked him out. Maybe. I'm watching round 5. I was like, bro, there's a minute left. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna knock him out somewhere. He's coming in the last minute. Bang! Wild. I was like, oh!
Do you know what mad as well? Yeah, I'm in like an MMA group. I add you if you're on it, actually. I add you. I'm in the MMA group here, and they sent in a picture. But you know when you set your WhatsApp to not download stuff, it's fuzzy. Yeah. So they sent in the picture, and because I went in there in the morning and I see 2 black people and someone was on the floor and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. I said, I've ruined it. In my head, I'm thinking, obviously Usman knocked out Edwards. Yeah. So then I got to round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, gets to round 5 and I'm like, it must happen this round. So then I'm watching and obviously I'm thinking it's Usman knock out Edwards because Edwards can't move, he's knackered. Yeah. So I'm watching. That thing come out of nowhere for me, bro. I said, oh my God.
It was so basic. You give him that, just give the feint.
That's the normal.
And then bang.
But he said he's been working that in training. He said he's got the boxing parry. He's got the boxing parry thing. He said that's what he does. And boy,
and Usman just felt it was just complacent. I think he must have heard 55 over.
Bro, 55 seconds. I'm good. You get me?
Bang. Horrible.
But yeah, all right, cool. Boom. We back. Episode 77. 77.
We're here. Back again.
Shady's back.
Hey, he just all flows there.
Back, right? No, okay.
Hey,
too much.
Maybe.
Okay, cool. All right, no problem.
All right.
Yo, people, I'm your host, Daniel Nero. I'm with my co-host.
I go by the name of Zush, aka Guyver.
And today we've got a special guest. Yeah, I thought, bro, let me do what I'm doing, man. What the fuck? Why you always? What's wrong with you?
Such a baby, isn't he? I was gonna do guy, bros. I was gonna shout out for you, but yeah.
Let me do like.
I don't take his thunder like this light skinned guy coming pissing me off and like that.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. I see he's under his game. It's hot. I'll let you do your thing, man.
And today, again, we're joined by a special guest.
Introduce Ryan. Nice to meet you lot again.
I feel like
I ain't got no nicknames, man.
Nah. I don't like when people come on with just like
you got to come on some sort of alias.
Alias, no nickname.
I guess.
Well, people, if you don't know, it's Watch It or Not
TV.
Please make sure you like, subscribe. Oh, sorry. Big up cameraman Alex in the building.
Right. It just don't come naturally for you.
Nah, it don't because I'm here. You get me?
I mean, it's 77 episodes. I don't know what to say, bro.
Yeah, but he hasn't been filming them for 77
About
episodes.
at least 74. At least. Yeah. Minimum. So do that. Yeah,
people, make sure you like, subscribe, comment because we want to hear that sound.
Ta-ting.
Or
ta-tung.
And for the 77th time, Zush, a.k.a. Guy.
All right. So you're at home. You're watching episode 77. You're like, you know what? The show's all right, man. Them guys are a bit of all right. How do I remember that episode 78 is coming out? So you're going to go ahead and you're going to go and press that notification bell. Now, when you press that notification bell, it's going to make a sound. But depending on the browser you use to get onto YouTube to press the notification bell, makes different sounds.
Absolutely.
Let's be dropping gems out here, man. Let's be dropping gems out here, man.
I'm trying to work out. I got a picture of it, actually, of the last episode that you was on, Ryan, actually. And it was episode...
What episode?
21.
21. Wow.
Episode 21. We did Spiral. We did
Spiral. Oh, wow, yeah.
Spiral and Cruella. And Quiet Place.
We did.
We was doing
that's what it was.
And
we
did
And we did Love and Basket. No, not Love. Basketball Diaries.
Okay.
Clean soup, boy.
Yeah,
boy. Package, boy.
Oh, say
What
no.
did you call that segment?
The worth it or not.
Worth it or not? Yeah,
is it still worth it?
Worth it or not.
We need to bring that back, but
Yeah, we're gonna look to. Don't worry, that's coming
the
back.
times and the way my back's set up and stuff like that.
I mean, we can get that. We can get that in. We can get that in.
But yeah, so 56 episodes, 56 episodes since you last come.
It's my fault.
Yeah,
That's
we
right,
ain't gonna.
I mean, the good thing is we're still here.
I wasn't gonna mention
The
it.
good thing is we're still here.
Yeah,
You hear me?
Still here.
Still
So
here,
is
running
Ryan.
smooth.
So is Ryan. Ryan will be coming back more often because he's gonna make some time for us on these cold Wednesdays.
Say nada, man. Say nada.
Zoosh, please let us know what we will be reviewing in today.
All right. So we got one on Amazon. Tumbbad.
Tumbbad. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
He likes that name, innit? He likes that name.
Accent more than anything, that's it.
Tumbbad. We're back over to the Indian cinema.
Yeah. This is. I would like to say that that is a Tollywood movie.
Not to be mistaken with.
Bollywood.
Okay.
Dear God, no. Dear God, no.
Won't be making that mistake again.
God damn. Still getting comments. It's not a Bollywood movie, you idiot. It's a Tollywood. Like, raw. Sorry, bro.
I've been told.
Scroll down.
And we're also back over on Apple TV, which is slowly becoming one of our favorite platforms, I think.
Yeah.
This one is Blackbird. So those will be the two we'll be reviewing for you today to let you know whether it's a watch it or not. You know, because that's what we're here for. You know?
It's literally,
all right.
It's literally the name of the show.
On job.
Literally. What are we starting with? Series?
We normally start with the series and then do the film. So
Okay, cool. Starting with Blackbird. Dennis Lehane directed. Creator of it. Know about him?
I don't know.
I didn't know much about him.
The creators and that.
Taron Egerton from Kingsman.
Kingsman. That's he was in something else as well.
Yeah, he's been in a few things.
Yeah.
Loads of stuff since
He's been
Kingsman.
in a few things.
Yeah, to be fair, no, but there was something distinctive I remember, and I can't remember at the moment now.
Well, after Kingsman or before?
I think it's all around. I think it might be before. I'm sure I see him in a few things, but that's
Yeah.
the main thing where
Yeah.
And obviously you got Paul Hauser, who decided to not be a comedian this time, which was wild and funny enough.
Different.
Yeah, and Greg Kinnear decided not to be funny in this one as well. So,
I mean, I feel like comedians always get to that.
well, he's not
stage
really
in
a
their-
comedian, but
well,
he
no,
does.
but
he
Greg's
like,
done funny stuff, but Greg's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
actor.
Yeah.
He's levels.
Greg's been about. He's one of them faces. You be like, you might not even be able to picture him, but you don't know. I've seen him so many times. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely one of those faces.
All right. Synopsis. Ryan, we've changed it up a little
We
bit.
also missed out Ray, man.
What?
Ray.
Rest
in peace, man.
Oh snap! Shit. Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, Ray Liotta,
Yeah, man.
who was actually fantastic in this.
Yeah.
Ray Liotta was epic in
It's
this.
just it was a bit nuts to see because of the character he was playing, and then obviously seeing that he's no longer here. Was
Yeah, and
was a bit.
the way that it's set up, he must have died while this was coming out.
Yeah, I feel like that a
must
little
have.
bit.
Yeah.
He
this
must
is
have
last
died
one,
as
so
it was
he
coming
died.
out because they obviously put out at the end of
Well,
one of the episodes.
yeah.
So he must have died.
Yeah,
during
and I
that.
felt like that there was bit. Well, we're getting to it.
I thought there was an actual point in this where he died filming it
Yeah,
because it
yeah.
switched. I was like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I was like, no.
I
I
thought
was
that.
like, can you believe it, bro?
I thought
But then
that as well.
it threw back.
Angel for that the funeral episode, isn't it, with the body?
Me as well.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that. I was like, wow. I don't know if they did that on purpose or what, but yeah. Anyway, synopsis time. Ryan, we switched it up a little. Usually we do the synopsis based on something to do with the show that we're watching, but now we just.
I mean, if it's still if you
Yeah,
can find
yeah.
something, but yeah, more time or not. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't, then it's just gonna be anything.
But so if we do the synopsis on this one, I mean, he's Italian, right?
Okay.
So you got an Italian.
Nope.
You got an Italian accent, bro.
It's somewhere in there,
You got
man.
somewhere
in there.
bro. Somewhere in there.
I
Somewhere
did
in
deep.
there.
No.
Somewhere in there. There's Goodfellas. I don't know.
There's a good fella.
Yeah. I'm not.
Slash. Cause. Yeah, there's a
Joe
voice in
Pesci,
there lurking.
Like, there's something in there. There's a synopsis. There's something in there. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. You got it.
I don't have that.
You
stuff.
do, man. Just imagine, bruv. You're in a black suit with a black tie, and you're driving around.
You're sitting at a table. I don't want to say eating pasta, but let's just say eating pasta,
Yeah, that's
spaghetti.
what I'm saying. We're there, bro. And then they say, "Funny how."
Anytime now.
You got it.
Nah, I'm not reading normally because
You got it, bro. You got it.
In me, man.
Now you got it, bro. You got it. Go on. Slight Italian twins.
Alright, here we go. So Jimmy Keene is sentenced to 10 years in a minimum security prison, but he cut a deal with the FBI to befriend the suspect.
I mean,
we gotta get something, bro. We gotta get something.
Like maybe
maybe
my
not
man's
Italian.
voice.
Who?
You know the voice.
Yeah.
You know the voice.
You got that.
You know the voice.
You got that, man. You got that. So kind of serial killer, pedophiling.
Stop.
You gotta give us something, Ryan. You gotta give us something.
No, I'm not built for this. Where was I? See, Alex, it pissed me off already. I'll start again. So
You gotta give us something.
It's gotta go
Like it's something
higher or lower.
Yeah, it's gotta go.
Go up an octave or down an octave at least. At least that bare minimum.
I need something. You gotta give me something. Something. Even do it low baritone or something.
Innit?
baritone.
Something. Something. Go on.
I can't do nothing.
You can. Just give us something. Just give us something, bro.
I'm just gonna read it again.
Come on.
At this point, it's like, all right, no narration. Give us your narrator voice.
Yeah, all right, cool.
I ain't got a narrative voice either.
Give us something.
Everybody got a narrator voice.
Go on, give us something. Give us something.
Can I just read it now?
Yeah.
All right, go on.
We got a show to do, so
We on the clock.
Jimmy Keene is sentenced to 10 years in a minimum security prison, but he cut a deal with the FBI to befriend a suspected serial killer. Keene has to elicit a confession from Larry Hall to find the bodies of as many as the 18 women.
First of all, just like trailers, I hate when the synopsis just gives too much.
That really told
Yeah, it's
you
like,
what
all
one.
right, thanks.
Yeah, that really
Just
told you
just
what
Google
one.
the ending and you've watched the series.
They could have definitely held back.
Man.
They could have definitely held back on some of that because
Definitely, yeah.
they really out here.
That was a lot.
Yeah, they really out here telling you everything while going in this.
100%.
They could have just left out the bodies, but we don't know what he's in jail for.
Yeah,
Serial
sort of
killer's
thing.
fine, he's alleged, so it could have been someone else. He could have been in jail for the wrong reasons, but yeah.
So
that's why I don't watch trailers.
I hate trailers too. So you lot said you had heard about this story before.
Oh yeah, I'd heard about it. It's recent. It's not like
I honestly don't think I had, to be fair.
what are we talking like within the last 10 years?
No. It was in the 90s, but
I've watched something on it
the story
already.
was being made. There was probably a documentary somewhere around, but if you read up on a lot of serial killers, there's always
He pops
information
up.
about he pops up. He's a modern one. He come out in jail, so I'm giving too much away, but
It's fine.
early 2000s. So
Okay. So this one
but I
had
didn't know that this was about it. It's only when I was watching it.
Oh,
It's only
yeah.
when they did the switch and said, "Oh, you're gonna send you there and this, that." And you got a thing, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Hold on a minute. I'm sure I've heard of this. This story." You
Yeah.
get me? Because at the start it said inspired by true offense. So, but do you know what? We really need to
we
work
need to
out
find out what is based on a true story,
Or
inspired by true events. Like
what is the difference?
Yeah, because I thought that inspired by true events would actually be a lot less real. Like there'll probably be like a fragment, like this actually did happen, but nothing really happened like it was. It's just there was a story like
But
this.
this said inspired by true events.
and when I googled, like most of it happened. Pretty much everything happened. To be fair,
They left a lot out of the book that he wrote because it's his book. That's why it's inspired by true events because it's his.
His,
happened.
Okay.
You know, we really don't know what happened inside. I think
Yeah.
he knows, the guards know. So he could have, they obviously they always add a little bit of dramatic effect. They always put it, didn't they? So, but it was still well done, well shot. Apple got a few gems that are surprising a lot of people.
Apple, I think out of everything that we've reviewed from Apple, I think there's only one that we haven't said watch it, and that was Dr. Brain.
Yeah, which was interesting because we actually thought that would be.
Yeah, I thought that. You see that
definite
Dr.
one.
Dre?
So,
Yeah, it's good. South Korean.
Well, it's not good, but
Well, no. It is.
yeah, and you know what I'm liking with Apple's content as well? The way that everything is completely different. It's almost like they're trying to see what's working, but it's all working. So I would say this is completely different in terms of there's no action in it. It's literally, there's a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of think pieces. Like, it's very...
Adult.
Yeah,
It's
it's
for
very
adults.
it's a very mature piece of content. It's a very mature piece of content, which is kind of different to some of the. No, I would say Apple's doing mature piece of content,
Yeah.
but it's just still very different. Like I can see the angle that they're going down, but it's. I think I'm surprised.
It's
I
very
think I'm
adult. It's very,
Yeah.
very, very. It's not for
Yeah,
mature audiences that they're.
Storytelling.
Yeah.
I don't like slow stuff.
And if you don't like slow stuff, this might not be for you.
Yeah,
to be honest,
that's- and that's why I say it.
like you said, it's very conversational based.
Yeah.
It's very picturesque and scenery,
Yes.
etc., etc. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Honorable shout out to, I had to bring her up because I know her name, but I need to say it properly. Sepide Moafi, who played the female FBI agent. I thought she was incredible in this.
no, she was good.
Incredible. Like
was.
the way she personified that character
Yeah.
was insane.
Yeah.
Like, do you know that, like, sex appeal, but you could never have me, but you think that you could, but
Yeah.
promise you can't, like, hard hitting, don't take no shit from no one, like,
Yeah,
oh,
no,
mate,
it's true.
She
It's
was
true.
she was epic in this. The acting in this,
I was just about to say. I thought everyone kind of killed it.
and you know, I know you said that you Paul Hauser, you weren't feeling it, but I think his portrayal of that, not that I know what he was like, but I think
Yeah.
from watching Paul Hauser, because I've seen him in, what did we watch him in, the Bitcoin thing? What was that? Silk Road? Was it
yeah,
Silk Road he was
Silk
in?
Road, Silk Road.
Is that what he was in? He was playing the guy who sat down on his computer, big fat guy, and it was a computer.
Oh, I think so.
Was it Silk Road?
Was that? Nah, that was that mess
don't-
The
Amazon
rubber
film.
with Demi Moore.
That
It was
best Amazon film,
the
bro.
dead film with Demi Moore. That was it.
Songbird.
The COVID film,
Songbird.
Songbird.
That was what he was.
the drone guy.
Songbird.
The drone guy.
Oh, yes,
That's
yes,
what he was in.
yes,
Yeah, and
yes,
he was
yes.
also
Stuff. Is he Karate Kid?
Yeah.
He's also in.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Karate. I haven't
not
seen
Karate Kid, Cobra Kai, sorry,
Cobra Kai. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
I'm waiting for
He
the
He was
next
also
season,
in. Have you seen Kingdom, the martial arts
Yeah.
thing? He's in Kingdom,
Yeah,
and
he's active.
he plays a silly
He's active.
character. So
Like,
when
he killed. I personally think he killed this.
I
one.
thought he was
killed
fucking.
this one.
But do you know what bit really stuck with me is when he was in the prison cell and he put his face up against the wall and he was speaking proper thing and like fingering his head up. Oh, bro, like
Yeah.
it's just little things like that
Yeah.
that just make you think like, whoa, like it was creepy. And
Yeah, other than
eerie.
other than it being like a lot of conversation, like it was a lot of body language,
Oh.
a lot of like reading tones and reading facial expressions and reading the way they're moving, and it's like they would say something and it would be like a broken sentence, and then man would just walk off, and it's like you gotta take what you take from that. I thought that was real slick with what they
Yeah,
what they did with this one.
the acting in this is, if you know sometimes you watch shows for particular things.
Yeah.
You watch shows for particular things, and sometimes you watch it because it's a good story. Sometimes you watch it because the acting is of a level. Sometimes you watch it because the action is this, that, or whatever. Yeah, this is one of those story-driven acting,
yeah.
like, you know, where everyone is earning their role. Everyone's earning their paycheck in this. Like,
Yeah,
this is like a
100%.
Francis McDormand kind of,
Yeah.
you know, like, there's no story
Yeah.
here. This is acting.
Like, I can
Everything
see-
is like you said, body language and that storytelling. Pick from what that happened and this is happening over here. That happened back then. Connects with this. It was so well done as
Yeah.
well. Like, it was so well like put together. Like there was a puzzle and then the puzzle came together and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, because the story built very well.
Oh.
It got to where it needed to get very well. We say that he done a lot after Kingsman, but I think from this, like, he's gonna get work. I was impressed by him.
Yeah, Nick Taron was good in
Taron
that.
Egerton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
big-
was impressed.
big time.
I think he's gonna get a lot of work after this. Like, I was super impressed, if I'm honest,
I
because I
was-
noticed him straight away, and it's like, yeah, I was just super impressed. I wasn't expecting this from him. Like, he almost gave me, like a '90s vibe. Like,
I think that's just the filming.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They portrayed that very well. I think they portrayed. They portrayed that very well.
Yeah, it was.
Dark, it had a darkness tinge to it.
Yeah,
but that's the South, though.
You're so right, because even the directing, the way this was directed was just like, I don't want to say devilish, because it wasn't devilish, but it was sinister.
Yeah.
Like, it was sinister, the way it was directed and stuff like that. Even with like when the girls came up. You know, when they was, I was just like,
well, man, it was even when they came up in the beginning, and then how you was, because you were kind of thrown off, like how this kind of, well, unless you know the story. You get me? It was like, okay, how does this kind of correlate? And then they were throwing a few little memories and backstories, and then you kind of piece things, flashbacks, and you kind of piece things together, and it was like, okay. But it was very airy, the way they did it. It was very airy, which was kind of sick.
Sorry, sir. This is the wrong.
But...
No, this ain't Tumbbad, fam.
No.
This ain't Tumbbad, my G.
It's all right. Technicals.
Yeah, it's technical.
Bro,
switch that up. Can we start? We starting again?
from the tippity top.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, sir. And you're dope. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. right back at it.
I was for missing the shout out, low key.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You ain't gonna
Say
put
my
me.
name.
I'm saying, listen, say my fucking name, bro. or I'll fuck your
fuck
shit
this
up.
whole
That's what I'm
shit.
saying, bro. How about I just press rec here? Stop. Shut the fuck up. Cameraman Alex. Shit. Yeah. So, I mean, I can't like.
What did you most enjoy about this?
I just love the whole build up of the story. So, like, when they brought in the Italian guy, he's obviously a real guy as well. The whole family, that proper name, I recognize the name straight away. Oh, what's his surname now? My days, Gigante.
Amendola. Gigante.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they said
I
it a
would
few
say
times.
he's a proper, it's a big name. It's a big Italian name. I don't know if it's the same one from the old mob. But when they brought him in and then that stupid guard.
Carter.
Yeah, he was making me angry. Because
He caught me off guard though, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I told Angel straight away. As soon as he nice to him,
he
I
caught
told
me
the Angel
off
said, he's bad.
Nah, it caught me off guard.
They always are. They
always want something.
Because you
They
know what you're
always
like,
are.
you know, like, obviously when you're in those places anyway, you don't trust no one anyway.
Nah.
Like, you don't trust no one, you get me? But I was thinking like, man has even said, my father said like, we don't make it hard, this, that. And I'm like, no, I could understand that from like a Fed man, you get me? Like, you like, if your dad's a Fed, his dad's a Fed, this, that, blah, blah. He just like, he'll come to work.
That's how you
Like,
roll them in, man.
oh, bro, he just
roped him in, bro.
Differently.
Yeah, literally,
But
seriously.
again, it's because that could be done for dramatic effect, but we don't know if he would have been good had he not found out that his dad was the cop. When he come. So we don't know how, because he could use that and he had leverage on him.
I was pissed about that though.
Yeah. So that backstory, having that in the back end, is he going to get attacked? When is he going to get attacked? And, that's, you're always thinking that, is he going to get attacked? And so, they built that out quite well. And because you know the story, but if you don't know the story, then you're playing, was the brother involved? Was he, how much did he know?
That was something that was ticking in my head.
And even though I knew, it was like,
the way they played it off.
Could he be involved as well, the brother? But no, it's just a heart. I mean, I've worked in places like that, and so I've read files and I've sat across some people, and it is heartbreaking. I think the scene when he's telling him, is it before the Blackbirds? Is that when he tells him about the girl and Terrence faces, and when he goes and cries in the cell afterwards? I've been there, I felt that, and I told Angel and that hurts because you can't judge when you're working in there with them people, And I just thought to myself like, and you can see Terrence's face, and that's what the acting was so good because he wanted to cry and he's holding back the tears. I was like, woo.
I think we asked this in Spiderhead as well. Is that something you would do? Would you have done what he did to get the jail sentence off? Would you have risked it? Because it was, when I found out that bit was real, I won't say too much, but near the end where man's trying to make the call and I was like, that's a mad one, That is a mad one. But is that something you think you got the stomach for?
It's not that I don't have the stomach for it. It's that I'm thinking, for me personally, 10 years, versus a risk in a fucking whatever category that jail is
security.
With psychopaths and this, that. It only takes 1 second for something to go the wrong way, and my mentality ain't built for that, bro. So it's like, It's long, like it's long. I think I would have just took them 10 years, bro, and sat on
And
my
the conversations
sat on my
you
arse.
have to have, and
Long,
the person
bro,
you have
long.
to be.
And then what if you don't manage to
It's peak.
and then I'm just there now. I'm just there.
I don't know if they would have moved him back in real
No,
life.
they know. Bro, this is the FBI, bro. They don't give a fuck. You didn't do what you said you was gonna do.
It was Beaumont who fucked him over. Like that is like the whole play was there from the beginning. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna fuck you up here so I can use you here, like a chess move, bro.
Oh man, I keep losing my train of thought these days, man. God damn it.
You alright?
Yeah, man.
If you go get home and shit?
Yeah, man.
it's all
You
good?
know, just still on the gang. You know how we do, man.
Oh.
It's frozen up the memory. But yeah, I can't remember, man. Take it.
Can talk about it, man. It's cool.
Nah, I'm wrong, man. You just know, man. It's
Another
just,
drink?
maybe I need another drink. How about maybe I need a drink? How about that?
What did you lot find bad about this? But is there anything bad about this? Like, is there anything that happened in this and you was like, ugh, or constructive criticism?
It's hard to say when something. I find it hard sometimes to say when something's too slow when I know it's that close to the true story, because then I'm like, well, what am I watching? I'm trying to watch the true story. I don't want them to embellish things that don't need to be embellished. You get me? So I wanted to say some bits were slow, but I don't, because it was a true story, and I feel like, especially after I've done my little research, how they got it so close. It's like, you know, I'm happy with that. So I don't know. I actually really enjoyed this. I've done it all in about 2 days. That was to do with me not having that much time, so I had to watch it when I had the time within 2 days. And I was actually like that engrossed every episode. I was like, yo, I need to see what happens next. I need to see what happens next. What happens there? What happens there? I think something, that was what I was going to ask earlier. Do you look, and this comes back,
drink,
A little bit.
Smell the vodka.
But it's straight back.
Flipping, do they explain, or do you lot know why the FBI went that route to try and get him to confess? Because it is like a bit unconventional. You get me? It's not exactly. I know.
I don't know
other tactics,
if they
but did they ever explain that?
I don't think they explain it, but I just genuinely believe that, you know, the FBI, they have underhanded tactics. But they do different shit anyway, regardless. Like, there's loads of different stories like this where the FBI has done something different to get to where they, like, even like Donnie Brasco or whatever. I think that was DEA, but you get what
Yeah, but the FBI, DEA, especially they only can work in their own country. The FBI, like their jurisdiction. Where the CIA, obviously global. Like, they all do dodgy shit.
Yeah, they
but
all.
what my thought on that, what you're saying, though, I said to Angel yesterday, criminals have a different mindset to even an undercover person. An undercover person may know their role, they might step up, but a criminal has a different mindset. So he had a different mindset already. Yeah. And he has that mind. So he has their frame of mind as well as getting into, he was a charming guy.
I suppose it goes back to when we talk about, when you see people that do fraud and hackers, and they always end up working for like the FBI and CIA and shit.
Always, bro.
So,
always. Like, if you're a good enough hacker, you've got a job.
Yeah,
like,
literally. But if I'm honest, like, it wasn't like to perfection. It wasn't like the best series I've ever seen, but it wasn't. I can't really pull out any bad points. I quite enjoyed this. The acting was A1. Apple are just clean with the directing right now. This
is what we say with Apple. It's like, and sometimes it's better like this, man. Quality over quantity.
Yeah,
you look at Netflix. Although Netflix, if you want to throw man the check, like, I'm a big. I'll big you guys up, man. I think you lot are the best streaming platform on the planet.
Boy, man, pull out the brown tongue quick, boy.
I don't want to step on those toes. I don't know who gonna give me the check. But I'm just saying, like, with Netflix, there's just a plethora of content on there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And some of it is drivel. Like, you know what I mean? Some of it is drivel. But on Apple, generally, almost everything that I've actually looked at or clicked seems to be of a level.
Yeah,
you know? Like
they have a standard.
Yeah,
it's like, and I think that's what it is. It's like they're filtering their content. It's
100%.
like there may be a hell of people pitching, but it's like, nope. Yeah, we like that one.
100%.
Whereas with other platforms, it seems like cool, depending on what names attached to it or who's done it, they're willing to take it. Apple's like, nah, don't. You get me? And it is star-studded content as well. Yeah, you get me? But it's not relying on the stars to deliver. Yeah, you get me? So you're not watching these things just because it's got a name. I'm not watching this because I recognize Ray or it's like I'm watching or Samuel. I'm watching them because I'm hearing it's good. And when you're watching it, it is more about the story, the production, and the direction than it is about the actual actor that's in it. So
what about you, Ryan? Is there anything that you didn't like about this, or constructive criticism, or things that you thought, you know what, they could have done better, etc.?
No, not really. You know, I say I agree with Juice.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's a new day, boy. Postcode.
I think the only thing with
true stories are hard to, very hard to do.
So with me, and this is something that me and Cakes were speaking about, is that I think the denouement at the end. Do you know what the denouement is?
No, go on.
The denouement is the part where everything clicks together. So the part of the movie where everything clicks together. I think that part where they found a certain item and where everything clicked together, I think that part could have been a bit more like
detail.
Not detail, but a bit more hit you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, funny enough, I think that's the only bit that what they said wasn't actually too. They don't actually know where that went.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it kind of just like, it was like we was watching, and it kind of like, okay, this is what's happening, and now we're here. And I was just like, I really would have liked a whole, because everything was built up so well and for this moment, and then when we got there, I feel like the build up was better than the actual.
What part are you talking about?
When my man actually sends what.
So I'm after that. I'm talking about that part, and I'm talking about the part where they're speaking to a girl, and she says, "Oh, I have something."
Yeah.
Oh yes,
as well.
Yes,
that
yes,
part as well. I'm just like, I feel like even if that is exactly what happened, I feel like we could have done something.
Could have embellished there.
We could have bent the rules. We could have. You get me?
Salt Bay on that one there.
We could have added a little explosion or something. Yeah. We could have done something.
And I think that's what it is as well. As well as I don't want true stories to be embellished, sometimes you gotta remember it's still TV and entertainment. I want to be entertained.
I feel like we could have done something, because you know what this kind of reminded me of. It's True Detective. It kind of had a True Detective.
It had the airy,
the investigative, the going back in time, the flashbacks coming forward and everything meeting, and then like it kind of had the True Detective feel to me.
Yeah.
And True Detective's part where it all clicks is insane.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. So
it is.
It's just like, I think that was the only part that I could have wanted more from. But in saying that, it was still a great series. Like, it was still great. I watched this all in one day, one after the other. Literally. I put it on, watched the first episode, and I messaged Cakes, and I was like, shit, boy. Like, you got me. Well like, I literally said, you got me by the short and girlies, boy. Like, I'm really into this.
It was good. It was good.
And then one after the other, each episode, like you said, it actually made you want to watch the next one, which is always good for a series.
What I liked about it as well was they didn't embellish the female girls. They didn't show hardly anything.
No.
They just told you stories.
Yeah.
And let your brain go
Let
where
your brain do the bad stuff.
You know, with the body. Which only violence was the riot, which was sick.
Yeah.
Yo, that was heavy.
That was nuts, bro.
And then obviously when he does the TV room, that was about the only kind of violence.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There wasn't too much action.
You see the TV room, like. That reminded me of so much stuff that you've had to go through in your life.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, when you've had to make a point. Do you know those ones? You know when it's like it's repping time now. Like it's either you're forever here or you got to prove that you're like you have
win
to
or
prove,
lose.
You've even got to prove to yourself is this like, you know what I mean? That reminds me so much.
Boy.
Bro.
It is, that's a reflection.
Literally.
It's like, am I this guy? Or you know what I mean? Because if I am, then I can accept that. I'll just go throughout life being that guy. But this is the time where it's like, nah. If you don't want to be or you're not sure, this is the moment where you channeled all of that bullshit.
That was really good. And I feel like a lot of people relate to that moment.
Yeah.
I think everybody does. Anytime you see a jail film, a prison scene, and they always say to you, when you get into the yard, it's fight or flight. You, even if you don't like someone or you're scared, you hit that person's first, you hit him back if he hits you.
And it's always a change of a channel.
You remember Shot Caller?
Yeah,
bro. That scene there when he goes into jail.
That's a sick movie as well.
It is
underrated, bro.
I know.
Underrated,
and I just stumbled across it. I was like, how have I not heard about this one?
I didn't even know.
You know when he goes in,
Nikolai had that in him, boy.
Yeah,
you know when he goes in and and the lawyer's telling him, listen, when you go in, and obviously it cuts to the scene and the black you. I was like, oh, bro.
No,
he was crying and he's getting done and he's in bed like, bro.
It's true, and like I said, I'm sure a lot of people could relate to that situation. A lot of men our age can relate to that situation of having to do that. Like it's now or never.
Yeah.
Like it's now or never. Like you're either food or you the predator. It's one of the two.
I mean, that's the shit they don't want to talk about when we talk about different roles and how we gonna enter this life, because those be the times where it's just real life.
I really like that bit. I really did. I really enjoyed that. But anyway, okay, let's get into it. Ryan, is this a watch it or not for you?
100% watch it.
Yeah.
So watch it. I definitely enjoyed it.
100% watch it. This is a really good series. I liked it start to finish. Only minor things would I change by, which I mentioned, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm literally being nitpicking and pedantic. But yeah, for me, this is really good. And make sure you catch this out. This is Blackbird on Apple.
Apple, big up yourself.
Yeah, big up Apple yet again.
Big up yourself.
I'm not saying anything, but if there's any streaming
quietly
platform that want to come for me,
I don't even think they're putting money on marketing at this point. You
bro,
get me?
Bro,
They just quietly. You just quietly.
I don't hear about nothing from Apple, bro.
Like a lot of it's people talking.
Word of mouth. Even Palmer. You seen Palmer?
I haven't seen it now.
Bro, Palmer's sick, bro.
You really like that one?
I love Palmer.
You've been promoting that a lot,
I think Palmer was so good. Like,
I'm surprised you say that over Coda.
No way is it over Coda.
I know, but
the thing is with Coda won the Oscar.
Coda.
Everyone knows about Coda.
Oh, really? When I say it, tell people they still don't know.
Anyone that is into food,
fair enough.
like they know about Coda.
But
But Palmer's one of those ones
Palmer.
that you ain't even really gonna watch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It is
All right,
true.
moving on to the next one. Tumbbad. Yeah?
Tumbbad.
Tumbbad. This is the yay. We got it. Tumbbad finally made its correct appearance. 2018 horror movie. This one is really pleasant to see that it was only 1 hour and 44 minutes compared to RRR, which was 5 hours. As it seemed.
About 5.
And it was free. It felt like 5. It spanned over like 2 days, bro. It was an adventure.
Yeah, it was.
But, have you seen RRR yet? Jeez.
Bro, that shake in the head was like, I have no plans on watching
and
that.
I won't.
Bro.
I haven't and I won't.
Yeah, me.
So Tumbbad, this is one that you've been asking us for as well. You actually asked because we ain't know what Tumbbad is. You lot told us, watch Tumbbad, watch Tumbbad, watch Tumbbad.
And let's keep it a one. Like, we keep it a one. This is the most realist review podcast out here. Like, we don't really be going back like this. Yeah, we don't really be going back in time like this. But we thought, you know what?
Yeah, this is 2018.
Yeah.
We had a whole
still
section.
worth it or not?
Yeah, that's what it come like. You hear me?
I'm saying this is so we went back for you guys because you asked. So we're here now. Tumbbad, Tollywood,
not to be mistaken with
Bollywood.
Oh,
sorry, shit, man, I'm gonna get yourself in trouble.
Don't get yourself caught out here now.
I'll do the synopsis. How we doing it?
Like the grandma.
I can't even. What was that voice again?
That's real.
It's her toes, bro. It was her toes.
Oh man,
bro.
yo,
It was her toes.
yo, flipping. I would say like the grandma, but I feel like that's gonna be too close to what we did last time with the not pussy or alien. You hear me?
The not pussy or alien.
Yes.
Oh dear, have you reviewed that already?
Yeah.
Oh dear, stop it. I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, I'm getting devil grandma,
All right.
demon grandma.
All
Because
right.
we can't do the Indian accent or the
We
Hindi.
did it
That's
already.
racist.
We did it already.
That's
and
terrible.
we kind of.
Yeah, you set me up about we did it already.
Zush did it already.
Yeah.
I haven't. Me, if there's ever like if there's like a single presenting role, I haven't.
Right,
This
boy.
guy, bro, throw you under
Yo,
the bus.
my name's Zish. I'm under the bus. You hear me? Done though.
I ain't got that. I'm coming out
All
my
day,
closet.
every day. This is what this guy's like,
So,
boy. Man will sell. I'm convinced you're gonna sell man out for some coins, boy. I'm convinced. You know what I know?
Man's gonna throw the dough, bro. Get the coins.
The first offer, man, is selling man out for some coins, boy.
You see dough and that dough in the middle.
Like,
That's taking the coins from behind, bro.
Yo, Zush, so like, they've only offered me the thing. They've only offered it to me, bro.
You know what?
But, like,
That's not even the case. It's just that man just took man's pay as well, saying, you know, I could do it, you know. But yeah, go on, sell out.
wow. I feel like I get called a sellout on every episode.
Yeah, every day, every week, you do some sell out shit, though.
Cool. A devil grandma.
Yeah, like a demon grandma.
A mythological creature.
That's like a leprechaun, bro.
I was like, I wasn't really scared. Like, it wasn't very demonic. Like, demonic.
I mean, I can't say like I don't do impressions, but that was terrible.
Yeah.
All right.
Demonic.
But it's the grandma thing that's throwing me. Like, the grandma should have got a high pitched voice.
Nah, she didn't. She had that. It's like a husky voice.
Yeah,
she
it
was
was
like demon.
A mythological okay, I got it. A mythological story about a goddess who created the entire universe. The plot revolves around the consequences when humans build a temple for her firstborn.
You enjoyed that one.
I like that, man. I was getting into my Gollum. I was getting into my Gollum.
After like the fifth one, I was like,
listen, man. Holler me, man. I got them voices in me, man.
I can tell you enjoyed doing that one. So yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say anyone's names. I'm not gonna say any actors' names because I don't know what they've been.
Yeah,
in.
we'll just be guessing that.
I don't know what the directors has done.
We have to keep it real. We don't know. We've been put on, so we're learning, and as we learn, you'll get to know. So this is fresh.
Yeah,
for us.
And you know what? This also adds to. Have you seen You Won't Be Alone Yet? The one with Numi Rapace, the ones we were talking about, the one by the witch. You ain't seen it?
You'll like that.
Right, so with this year, this now explains to me properly, yeah, when it comes to horror, yeah, they're also talking about gore. They're not just talking about to scare you.
Yeah, they're not talking shock
we
factors.
were saying, like, you know, when someone says, oh, it's a horror, you expect to be scared. You expect it to scare you. But now I'm kind of coming to the realization that it also incorporates gore.
Yeah, you've got loads of different horrors.
It's to make you feel sick.
Yeah.
And to, like,
that's gore. That's Saw. That's a
horror. Yeah.
Or
So
you have horror, psychological horrors.
Yeah.
Scary ones, spiritual ones that will fuck you up mentally.
Well, yeah. Well, we were just breaking down horrors and like how much it can actually get broken down, and it's like we can understand why it's just grouped into horror. But I guess for periods of times, there were certain horrors that was more prominent than others. Yeah. So we've gone through the scare factor.
Now I feel like we're getting a lot. Well, considering it's 2018, but whatever. I think like it's when it comes to horror, it's kind of gory. But this was more of a gory horror for me than a scary horror. Although there was parts that I assume were to make you scared.
This was more fantasy horror for me.
Yeah.
More fantasy
it wasn't
horror.
scary. It wasn't gory. Even though the gore, the toenail was disgusting. But
that's what I'm saying. And there was other bits as well that was nasty.
It was funny
as well.
So, but I mean, that could just be under budget.
Yeah.
And how it's got to be filmed because they can't show certain stuff how we would see it in Western TV and movies.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Even the part with her cheeks, that was nasty. I don't give a damn. That was disgusting. I was like, oh. And then,
but it wasn't 13 ghosts nasty.
Oh no, stop.
It weren't. But do you know what made it? Do you know what made it worse? Yeah, is that I saw it once and then she did it to the other one. I was like, oh man, like I could have literally like you could have just carried on and I would have understood that you took both out. You get me? Like, I didn't have to see both. Like it was horrible. And then even like
that wasn't nothing to me though. Again,
hold on. Wait, let's reel it back a bit. Wait a minute. Let's reel it back a bit because we jump in the middle of the grandma.
Cool.
So that was random. Jumping in the middle of grandma.
Wow. But well, that's not even a pause.
No, I didn't say pause. You hear me? Man, I jump in the middle of
jump in the middle of grandma. Yeah, so I didn't actually know what was going on with this story until like maybe halfway. I didn't get where we was going. I didn't understand.
What's halfway? Because I kind of felt like I did.
What, you knew what was going on straight away?
I kind of felt I knew where it was going to go. And as soon as we got to a point where it was a couple years later and man saw man again, I was like, okay, I know what this is.
That's where I got to. So whenever that was, when
but even before that, he was young. Well, no, he was young for a small part of the film. That went halfway, bro.
Was it like a quarter?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So when he came back, that's when I was like, okay, I kind of understand where we're gonna go, but I still didn't understand the link with the grandma. To be honest, I didn't get what the grandma had to do.
But they said it in the beginning. Like I kind of clocked that was.
Surely you only understood what happened to what Wagwan with the grandma at the end. Surely you only understood.
They kind of explain it in the beginning. Like they told that story in the beginning. And so when you get to like the grandma bit, especially when you get to the bit where he comes back as a man, like you kind of clock that was the person that they were talking about in the beginning.
Yeah, but
that
you
was
don't
the
know
person.
why she's like
what was it? But you know, they kind of explain it. You kind of explain it. Fam.
Nah.
I wasn't thrown off. Like I didn't.
I
feel
wasn't
like,
thrown off.
No, I mean I didn't feel like I kind of enjoyed getting the story, but it was like I didn't find it was loose. Yeah, I'm not agreeing with you, man.
Right,
there weren't no loose ends in it.
I don't think it was loose ends, but I didn't understand. I totally understood what happened with the grandma at the end when I was like, oh, okay, that's exactly what happened to the grandma.
Which was what?
I'm gonna have to cut this.
Why? It's been out in 2008. Oh, okay, fair enough.
No, you're right though. Actually, you're right. No, you're right. You're bang on. You're bang on. And when he gets bitten at the end, you don't know that the grandma's been bitten. That's why she's like that. You only find that out at the end.
You kind of could work that out. No, I'm not saying obviously because they only tell you that, but I could work out that it has something to do with some kind of interaction with this thing that you're not supposed to touch or be get in contact with.
Yeah, but you don't know.
Yeah, but you don't. A bite, a touch, a scratch. I don't know.
It never
just don't touch this motherfucker.
It never explains to you why she's like that until the end, because then you see him like that and you're like, oh, that's what happened to the grandma. She was obviously doing the same thing, got yapped, and ended up like my man.
They kind of explain that, but cool.
It's just like Moana, bro. That's what it was. It's like, that was the curse, bro. Like that.
I mean, Moana's curse was a little. I mean, this curse.
Maui's curse was the best. He took something he shouldn't have taken.
This curse was a little bit more.
All right. Well, let's start. What did you think about this going into it? Because you started like
I started with obviously I was coming from RRR, so I was gassed now. Like, I'm thinking. Do you know what now? It's time. You get me? I found a new South Korean thing. You get me? Like I'm from South Korea. Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah, I found a gem. Yeah, and now True Man's done this, and I've come here now, and now I found out. Boom, Indians are about this thing. You get me? I'm like, all right, safe. From early though, I liked how they built it up. I liked how they built up the thing. I liked how they built up the grandma and this, that, and da. I liked it. I thought, yeah, okay, cool. I loved that they showed the grandma because. There's a lot of horrors. There's a lot of movies where you wouldn't have seen the grandma. You would have had to make her up in your head.
That's like the kingdom, innit? The thing there behind the curtain.
I loved.
They showed it eventually.
Yeah.
I loved that they did that because that really made a difference. Because it was like, rah, she's really fucked.
It adds to what you know. Yeah. Okay, shit.
She's really fucked. It's really fucked. And no wonder them man don't want to go down there because it's mad. When you get it's wild. When we got to the bit where he came back, things did start kind of being like, okay, cool, I can understand what we're doing here. Like, he's going to come back, he's going to try and do this thing and whatever. I thought the story in this was actually quite good.
Yeah.
I thought it had an actual deep message, to be honest. I thought there was a deep message behind this in the sense of you can have a life like this, but it comes at the cost of this, if you get what I'm saying. Like, this is the life you can have, but the risk you got to take to get that life is this. Do you know what I'm saying? And that is magnified by 1,000 at the end when the boy comes up with his idea. Bro. Because at that time, I thought, when the boy said his idea, I was like, bro, this guy's a fucking genius, bro.
Different.
I was like, he's a fucking genius. Yep. I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't you think of that?
Bro, I didn't think about it.
Bro, I was like, why the fuck would you not do that? That makes total sense.
Mind.
And it was, bro, and to be honest, bro, when the bit hit where you saw two of them, I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, shit. And then it flashes back to the youth. Just bringing them out. Yep. 27 of them. Let's do it. I was like, bro, stop. It's fucked. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Look, it was low budget. Yeah, it was low budget. We just come back from watching RRR. Yeah, and I found out that's the highest.
Yeah,
that's the highest budget. I don't know if it's the highest budget Indian movie or Tollywood movie. It was a big budget. It was big. But it's the highest Tollywood movie ever. So that had a massive budget, yeah? This didn't have that. But for me, the budget that they had, the story that they told, the message that I got from it and what I was watching, I really enjoyed this. Like, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Again, it hits me that there was movies like this. I didn't know that Indians were doing movies like this. I didn't know. Like, even though, and it was there dancing?
Yeah, it was a song and dance.
There wasn't a dance.
It wasn't a dance.
No,
it was a song. There was a song.
A couple of musicals.
There was
There's
a
a couple
song. There was a
musicals,
song.
yeah.
There was a song.
And again,
When he was going through the town and the village and he's just showing you what he was doing. Like,
again, I weren't pissed, bro. I weren't pissed at the dancing. I weren't pissed at the song. You might have caught me humming. I might have caught me humming. I was like, okay, cool. So, yeah, I watched it start to finish. I weren't displeased, man.
Talk to me, Ryan. What you saying?
as a horror film, it built up. Yeah, so the start was like, okay, cool. I just watched Incantation. Horror is the build.
Did you watch Incantation?
Yeah, man, sick, bro.
Dope.
It was like had that kind of build up. It's building up well, and then it let you down with the ending because it's the horror film side of me because I love horror films. It's like this is turning into nonsense now.
The ending part did not hit
Like,
how it should have hit.
it's like obviously they focus on the greed and the old man that followed him.
Uh-huh.
You know, he tried to leave the mistress with like, you keep him in town. I'll pay you this, and I'm gonna go here.
I
And
thought
then-
that bit was sick.
Yeah, like tried to outplay.
When
like.
he went and duppied my man, I thought that was.
Yeah, that was
I
heavy.
thought
How
that
the whole plan
I
was.
thought
I
that
thought
was sick.
I know you're watching me.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I'm
thought
gonna
that was
take
sick.
this though. When he saw the dough thing there, the thing when he's like, he still didn't click that he's dead. Like, you know, because the greed is taking over still. Your greed.
Yeah.
I thought that was sick.
That is fake. Like how this old man and this man got up and down there several times, like on a rope like that.
Horror fantasy horror. Fantasy horror.
Them Indians be strong sometimes.
yeah.
Man. They be strong.
Yeah, but no, it was decent for. Like,
Right, see, so Ryan, even from the start, I was like, yo, sent him the thing, Tumbbad. And he was like, what's that? And I said,
he sent me Tumble.
I said,
English,
I said
like,
Tumble at first. And he was like, what's Tumble? And I was like,
I'm looking at all platforms, you know.
Yeah.
I've got Amazon, I've got Apple. Like, IMDb, Tumble. No, what's this?
autocorrect failed me. So I sent him the IMDb link, and he was like, I thought so. And he was just like, I can't get with these Indian movies. And I was like, bro, give it a go, bro. Trust me, give it a go. Trust me. So, and he watched it. So fair play, but
was it anywhere near
was it as bad as you thought it would be?
Nah, because I
like
think
it worked.
horror films. I think there's a line. Horror films are always going to be like you can. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I think that's because of the horror aspect. It was a horror film.
Yeah.
You know, if it had been a drama or a movie, I think that I would have turned it off time ago. I'd have just sat through it like I've got to review this tomorrow morning.
Upset.
This
But
vex.
do you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. For horror movies, I think this is way better than some of the American horrors that I've seen. Way better.
Listen.
It's not
Way
even American.
better.
It's Western horror films.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Western. Like this is
Hollywood horror films.
like head and shoulders better like than some of the ones
Can you
I've
give me an
seen.
example of a horror film?
Almost any
Everything.
that I've almost any that I've
Halloween.
seen. Bruv. The only ones
Which Halloween? The new ones?
All of them.
Nah, stop.
the only horrors, the only horrors that I can think, the only horrors that I
But the
can
new
think off
ones,
my head.
definitely the new ones.
Halloween 1 is legendary. Like, I don't
Halloween one's good. The rest are
Yeah,
trash.
yeah, but
I don't want to
yeah.
hear it. Halloween 1.
No, Halloween 1 is sick. The
It's
rest
a
are
legendary
trash.
film.
The rest
And
are
you're making
trash.
this is the 80s, 70s
No,
time.
the rest are trash.
And they're called B movie horrors. That's what
Okay,
word
cool.
you're looking for, early one.
Any horror that I've seen it's easier for me to tell you which ones I think are better than this. Yeah, so I would say this was a better horror than Midsummer.
Was Midsommar horror?
That's a horror, bro. It's by Ari Aster, bro. It's a horror, bro. That's a
I
horror
don't
movie.
think. I mean, other than Hereditary, which was.
It was not better than Hereditary. It's
No,
not
it's
better
not.
than
But
Hereditary.
psychologically, it's like it's not.
I know
even
a lot of
like,
people.
Midsommar was fucking.
A lot of
awesome
people
for
talk
the-
about.
for the-
A lot of people talk about Orphan and say that that's one of the
I
big
do.
horrors.
I do. I'm one of the ones.
I don't think that Orphan was
The
way better than this.
Orphan's
I don't
better
think
than-
Orphan was
Orphan-
way better
Orphan.
than this.
Orphan is 100%.
I think Orphan is good, but I don't get the hype. That's what I don't get the hype about Orphan.
I
Like,
enjoyed
don't-
Orphan.
I don't get that. There's a new
really-
Orphan out as well.
Yeah,
There's a
number
new
2.
Orphan out as well,
Oh,
brand
is it?
new
Yeah,
one.
it's
Yeah,
coming out
yeah.
in a couple
I
of
think it's a prequel. I think it's a
Okay,
prequel.
okay.
So Mama as well, I thought was really good. That's with Nikolai Coster-Waldau, Jamie Lannister. Mama, I thought was really good. I would say that did more
Was
to
that
me
the
than
one
this.
with- Who else is in that?
There's two twin
the
little
twin.
girls, the twin little girls. But when I'm thinking about horrors, Incantation was better than this. But when I'm thinking about horrors that I've seen recently, westernized horrors, I can't think of many that are better than this. that did the horror justice. I don't know if you can think of any.
I can, just not right now, but let me get into my thing. From the get-go, I kind of knew where this was going in terms of tone. Although, like, I've heard you both mention, like, low budget quite a few times. I could see it was low budget, but I didn't get that vibe. I wasn't, like, constantly thinking, looks low budget. Like, once I saw the beginning of what kind of film it was, I kind of knew what kind of budget it was, but I didn't get low budget vibes. Like, I didn't, like, the way you lot are saying low budget was like, yo, this looked really kind of pathetic. You could see the string hanging. It's like, I didn't really get that vibe from it.
It wasn't low budget. It wasn't like low budget vibe. Because the scenery was what
Yeah,
it was. It's real scenery.
yeah.
The low budget one was from what the thing looked like in the little.
Okay,
but that was fine.
But even that wasn't too bad.
I'm talking about more low budget at the beginning and more when the CGI aspect, not the thing. Yeah. I thought the thing actually looked quite good.
Do you see when he was the rope sideways and they changed the camera?
Yeah, the rope when he was climbing in and out, that bit was and he was shutting the thing. And when the thing was trying to climb out, that was a bit like I guess I just took that for what they were trying to portray and show. But I enjoyed. I really enjoyed this.
I don't mind low budget.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it from the beginning where they were showing like the little boy, what kind of character he was. And then when they showed that they actually grow up and he comes back, I was like, right, you're a greedy little man, but I get it. And it's like, I kind of got the whole greed aspect from it. Mm-hmm. Like, this
I'll be doing the exact same thing.
You know what I enjoyed?
When I saw the old man go in that thing, bro, not all for the money in the world, but I'm going down there.
But you know what I enjoyed? I enjoyed, that they didn't actually show you how he was actually doing this until later on in the film. Because for a little while, you're like, where are you getting these? You kind of know where he's getting it from.
Exactly.
But how are you getting these coins?
You knew he was getting money.
I literally just thought he was walking around and finding them in like under the ground and digging and shit. So when you actually find out how he's getting it, I was like, oh yeah, this man's different for the P. You's a greedy little man, boy. You get me?
And your mum told you greedy from young.
That's why I thought it was quite good, because it was like, right, you didn't change. Like you was one of them youths that didn't even grow up and learn. It's like you always knew that this is what you wanted to do. Yeah. But no, I really enjoyed this one. It was a fun watch. Like, it wasn't scary. I didn't really find it gruesome, but it was quite a fun watch. Like, I didn't not enjoy it. I enjoyed the storyline. I enjoyed the scenery. I thought the direction was quite good. Yeah, it was on a budget, but I felt like they worked with what they had. Yeah. You get me? No, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I really enjoyed this. This is number 2 for me. Like, it's another one. I was like, I got to the end and I was like, raw, like, really and truly, this is ignorance, Ignorant,
yeah.
Because obviously, man's just seen nothing but Superman Bollywood. There was one Superman Bollywood where he's doing the maddest thing, bruv. Yeah. And I'm like, this is what all Indian movies are like. And then man got licked with the RRR.
And it was
changed. Like, licked with the I'm like, rah. And then I got licked with the Tumbbad. I'm like, rah. Okay, you man are really out here making movies.
Yeah, and you know what I want to say as well that I noticed in this one, that I think I noticed in RR, but I didn't mention, but I really noticed. You see the songs in that? Mm-hmm. They're like fill-ins. They're like narrations that tell you a bit about the story and fill in that little bit while they're panning and doing like different scenes. If you actually listen to the song, it's like telling you the story or filling in the bit that you need to know. And I was like, I didn't really clock that before, but I like that.
I thought the song was alright. I actually
like that.
And I liked how the beginning, because you didn't really know what was going in the beginning, because they was narrating and this, that, and then it ties in the end when he's taking the boy to the thing. And I'm like,
but that's what I mean. I when you were saying earlier, it's like I kind of clocked that. So when they did that in the car scene, he was talking, I automatically linked it.
Yeah, but that was far.
I know, but it was like I automatically linked it because I felt like I knew what that was. It was almost like a confirmation. It was like, okay, I knew. Boom, boom, boom. They did say a word. What was it that he said to the boy and that he was said? And it's like you'll know when you go into. He said the womb or something like that. Did he say the womb? But I feel like there was a word or something that he used that I feel like I still didn't totally understand what that word was.
Was the Was the womb the place where they went?
I believe so. Yeah.
It might have been womb,
Yeah,
I thought it was the womb. He went into the womb. That was.
I watched it last night, so I think it might be the word.
That was a womb. Yeah.
But I enjoyed this one. It was a fun watch. It was nothing like Triple R, but it was just another good film, to be fair.
Yeah,
it was another good film.
Like I said, I've come from watching a lot of horrors over the time to the point where I don't watch horrors no more because they're just all shit.
But I want to emphasize this is a fantasy horror. Like, because I got really, I kind of got, I kind of got fantasy from it a little bit because it was like, it's real. There weren't what I consider or what I take from horrors. There weren't none of that aspect in it, really.
Well, not even at the first bit with the grandma.
No, man.
When they wouldn't go into the room and stuff. Not even no, I'm not having that, bro. When the boy was in the room with the grandma.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're
Go
saying.
away, man.
But
I'm not
everything
having none
else
of that,
around it was kind of fantasy.
That's cool. That's
So
cool.
that's
But
whole fantasy horror.
I want man to admit. I want man to admit
No,
right
I
now.
actually like that
when
bit.
it was in
I
there, when
actually
he
like
was
that
in,
bit.
when
That
he
whole
got-
bit when she come out and then
Bro,
tied
that
him
was
up and then
fucking-
dragged him.
that was
Like,
long, blood.
I like that bit.
That
I
was
liked it. So
long.
yeah, I'll give it that. But that was essentially the only horror bit.
That's fine. But I just want man to admit that bit was long.
No, it was. I enjoyed
see
that
it.
scene. I enjoyed
Class
that.
my man and dragged him back in the room,
I
pull
enjoyed-
out her things.
I
Pull out, and I
enjoyed
was
that.
like, and then his head was here. She tried to, come on,
I
man.
enjoyed that, and him
was
trying to
horror.
think of the name. That might be a bad
Oh,
bit.
shit,
I
that
might
was
pull
good.
out. I like that, but at the same time, I was like, really? But that's
like,
why I want to say fantasy horror because that was like some fantasy bullshit. Like I got to say a
who was
sentence
gonna-
that
who was
will
gonna-
end this whole thing.
What was the name? Who was going to send you to sleep?
Hester.
Hasta will send you to sleep.
Yeah.
I thought the mum was gonna save him.
Yeah, so did
The
I.
mum was on the way back.
So did I.
The
I
boy
thought
died
the mum
in
was
the
gonna
truck.
save him.
So she's like,
I was like,
turn around.
I was
Go
like,
back.
oh, now
I
you
thought she was gonna
remember the
make
name.
it.
You hear me?
That bit, he
That was
remembered
funny.
it. I was like, but see, that's anything. I need people to die if it's a horror film and like no one died. Like the guy, old man, but again, through his own greed.
The old man, the way the old man died was sick.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, fucking hell, like Jesus Christ, like give the brother a break,
Innit?
like Jesus.
But I want to agree with you. I did like the fact that there was like a greed message in it, or like
The
I
message
did like,
was sick.
yeah, I thought
like the message was good. Like and that
that was
goes
the
back
beginning
to
of the
like
film.
another question.
It was
right there.
It was.
Gandhi's message about greed.
It was. It was.
Tumbbad.
But that's what I'm saying. I felt like I'm going from the beginning. It's like, all right, don't go in here if you do. You're greedy, mom.
knew
Yeah,
that.
me.
Was it when they left the temple? Like, I promise you, never go back. It's like he's gonna go back.
Yeah, I knew that. Like that was, but that's what I'm saying. From that, I was like, okay, I understand where we're going with the movie.
Yeah.
You get me? But even when he went back, grandma was a tree.
She stayed
Still alive. Still alive.
He's like, grandma, you're a tree.
Yo.
He's laughing,
Mad.
and then he burnt her.
Yeah, but
And
that
it
was a
was a
deal,
good
though, innit?
message at the
That was a deal. That was her deal. It's like, I'll
Yeah,
show you
I'll
what
tell
to do.
you,
yeah.
Just set me free.
But there was a good message at the end as well because the son had realized like, okay, like greed gets you here. So then he burnt the youth.
That
and
was
he
dope.
Like,
That
and
was
it
dope.
stopped. Like, listen.
Yeah,
Let's
that was
get into
dope.
it.
The
Right,
flower
let's-
thing was a bit random,
What?
but I guess you had to use something.
The flower.
Yeah, the flower. They had to make the flower
Oh, the
dolls.
flower. Yeah, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that.
I guess you had to use something to.
I feel like in Indian culture that might mean something.
Yeah, because until they don't say flour until late. So for a hot minute, I was like, "What is this powder?
Yeah.
What is this powder shit?"
And it
I
didn't
really
make sense
cook it
why
with flour.
she started a flower business as well because she
Yeah,
started the business. I didn't understand.
But they end up when he's making the dolls, they say something about, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
But maybe
cool.
that might mean
Mean
let us
something.
know if that is something
Yeah, if
in
that's-
Indian culture with the flower and protecting you from like spirits or demons, etc. Is that something? I don't know. We
Yeah.
don't know. It'd be good if you could tell us.
Yeah,
if
we
It's
that
their
is
version
something.
of salt, innit? Like,
Huh?
that's their version of salt.
I
for the
kind of
circle.
thought that.
Maybe.
Like, yeah, I
Witchcraft,
kind of
innit?
thought.
It's
Yeah, I
their
kind of
soul,
thought that.
Maybe.
Especially with the circles and I kind of thought that. But yeah, that threw me off. But I was like, yeah, you have to have some. Like, you have to have some kind of weakness. Kryptonite, flower. I don't know.
I forgot they had it. That was part of the CGI. Do you remember that when it was covered? You briefly see like the
little
dome.
dome.
The dome
Yeah,
come over
yeah.
the flower.
That was part of the CGI. I was like,
Fantasy.
that looked like man picked Flair from Premiere Pro. You know, like that's the little.
Oh, mate, stop it.
All right, listen, let's get into it. Ryan, is this a watch it or not for you?
If it was a horror film, I'd watch it. I would. As a horror film, yes, I'd say watch it. Just watch it.
Yeah,
That's good
Alright,
enough.
cool,
We'll
that's
take
good,
that,
that's
man.
good, alright.
For me, it's a definite watch it, man. I enjoyed this, man. I really liked it, man. Amazon, they filtered right. They got the content right. Yeah, me. Yeah, good one for getting this one because I say that so everyone can watch it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll be hard to find. But it's on Amazon,
Yeah.
so go watch it. Yeah, man.
Subtitles only.
Yeah. Are you a dub guy?
Nah.
No,
that's
don't, bro.
So why you say it like that then?
Because people don't. Like, people go watch
Yeah,
it. and like,
see?
oh shit! There's
Yeah,
no
certain
English
man
dub.
don't
Like, click
like
the button.
certain-
but like,
I'm a people's champ, yeah, man. I'm
Certain
here for
man
the
don't
people.
like
Yeah,
subs.
I'm for the peoples.
Certain man
Yeah,
don't like
me.
subs.
Need people like me. You bougie man and them man there. You hear me?
This is a definite watch for me. I thoroughly fucking enjoyed this. I thought it was good. I liked it from start to finish. The message was good, story was good, and I think the monsters when they started coming out, I even thought they was good. I was like, fucking no,
They look like some budget.
They were. I don't think they look budget. I don't think they look like budget.
Yeah.
I think they looked alright. I thought they looked alright.
They
Obviously,
they were too bad.
they don't look like.
You know why it's was? Because they didn't go over the top with them.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't go. Oh, so it was cool. Yeah.
Devil dog.
Yeah.
Devil Dog. This is a watch it for me, boy. This is a watch it. Wow. Okay. Cool. That's two.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Six,
This
that's
was a good.
two watch it.
This was a good run this week. Man.
People, thank you so much for staying with us.
Yeah, man.
Do we let them know about the little switch up with the
Next week,
okay.
next week, we're gonna get busy.
Yeah, okay.
I even got an outro for next week, but yeah. I've been thinking, we need an outro, dog.
Cool.
We need that little how we be ending it.
Don't like it?
Nah, man. But next week,
Alright,
come clean. Yeah, me.
That's cool. Well, yeah, guys.
Never sober. Yeah, me.
Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us for episode 77. Thank you for Ryan for coming back.
Big up yourself. Yeah, me.
I would just like to say that this is not the first time I've asked Ryan to come back. But this is the first time he's come back. So
I knew something decent to watch.
You do what you want with that information. You do what you want with that information. But I'm sure Ryan will be back on the show.
Definitely.
Rarely do I find a man who is in love with movies as much as I. So would love to get him back.
Sorry, okay.
Bro, I'll be staying under the bus. I'll be staying under this hair bus. You hear me? But like I said, just don't be surprised when man does a decent Somero and jumps man for the check and this separates man. I'm prepared for it. I see little inklings in there. I just, you hear me? Don't
Yesterday's price.
You hear me?
It's not today's
that's
price.
the kind of guy this guy is. You hear me? But it's cool.
Nah, man, I would never leave you, bro. I wouldn't leave you, bro.
Whatever.
I would tell Amazon look, like
don't know one believe
Go
that
take the
shit.
darkie. If Mo can make it, I can make it.
I mean, someone gonna open some gates.
You can join them man's thing, but what's it?
I'm trying to DS up. Yeah.
Trying to join them man's thing.
I've been trying.
Hey, gigs.
Yo.
Them, Kaluuya,
man, is there-
Kaluuya.
Wait.
What's it? Damson.
Can I at least send my CV, application form? Yeah,
DSS, man. Dark Skin Society, man.
I'm trying. I've been trying. Yeah, me, but I'm trying to get in there.
I hear that. But maybe they got some sort of application.
Coming. By the time we get to episode 100 and something,
you there, you there.
And if I'm in that, but you gonna see a change. Yeah. You hear me? All right.
All right, cool, man. Yo, people, thank you for joining us. Again, hit us up with the recommendations.
Yes.
We got the community tab now that I found out about today. I had no clue what that was. I'm going to start using that. So I'll start throwing up some polls and et cetera up there. Big up our fans from India, man. Like, you guys are killing it.
You lot have opened a new realm for us.
Yeah, man.
You hear me?
Definitely,
opened a new realm, which is dope. So
100%.
I appreciate
man was
that.
looking at the analytics today, man, and I think it's like 40%. 40% of our views have come from India. 40%, bruv.
it's crazy.
You get me?
Crazy.
Not even our own black community be helping us.
I mean, we're getting touchy now.
You know,
We're getting touchy now.
I ain't see no Nigeria. I ain't see no Jamaica.
You see how man just sell out his culture now? Yeah, man sell out his whole culture cooking for it's mad. It's mad over here. See what likes and views do to a man. You think I stand a chance?
I'm just saying.
Man sell out his heritage.
Look, I'm looking at the analytics. I mean, the analytics ain't analytic the way that the analytics should be analyticing, bro. I'm just saying.
No.
Look, fuck with us. You get me?
Don't know.
Episode 77. That's that. Thank you
Yeah.
again for Ryan popping down.
Nah, each and every time, man.
Big up cameraman Alex.
Yep.
Woman King. We're going to be doing a cine club for that. We'll be going to the cinema just at the moment trying to find out which cinema is going to give us the best deal for you guys. We out here talking to cinemas. Cineworld seem to be going bankrupt, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Might just want to hear me.
You
Might just want
one
to.
last hurrah. Something, go on, you get me? So we'll give you more information on that. Big up the rest of the team. Big up Drizzy. Big up Six. I think
See, that's why we need an intro, man. Let's be reaching for words at this point. I got outro. I got outro though, man. Just working on it, a few little tweaks and that. But next week,
be ready for next week.
Coming true, you hear me? You
Was
already
this like
know.
your DJ thing, was it?
Right, you see what I'm saying? Each, all the time. You see, if I ever make it in this life.
It's been over a year that you've
No, it hasn't been over a year.
It has. Because you told me before Roxanne's last birthday and Roxanne's recent
No,
birthday.
I said that was something I would like to get into.
That's like my last episode. I swear I heard that same talk as well.
Brother,
This is what we're doing.
Brother,
This is what we're doing.
It's
That was
true.
more
No,
than a year
really and
ago,
truly, I want to talk about what Phoebe said. How about that? Yeah? I want to talk about what Phoebe said, but I don't have the time right now. But you see the next, don't worry, this is the next time, yeah? I got you, man. You hear me?
Alright, cool, man.
Say
Alright,
no.
well, people, that's another one.
All right.